Have a good day.
Thank you.
If you fail to follow the new pedestrian safety changes while you're on the road, you could be facing a fine or lose up to 3 demerit points. Whether you're on a bike or driving your car, these rules apply to you and are designed to make our roads safer for school children, pedestrians, and school crossing guards.
So effective January 1st, 2016, when a pedestrian is in a pedestrian crossover or a crosswalk controlled by a school crossing guard, the driver of motor vehicle must allow that person to completely leave the roadway before they can continue on through that crosswalk.
School crossing guard Norma Marshall has been helping youth in Sault Ste. Marie cross the intersection at McNabb and Pentagon for over 20 years.
My job is to get the children across the street safely, and when the lights turn, because they're fast at this corner, I stick my sign out and my hand out, and I just make sure everybody stops. I make eye contact, and then I cross the children.
We use the term pedestrian crossover. There's some confusion about what that is exactly. That is a crossover, usually not at an intersection, where there's signs and flashing lights that indicate a pedestrian crossover only. We don't have any of those in the Sault Ste. Marie. You've probably seen them in Southern Ontario, but right now we have none in Sault Ste. Marie. It does include crosswalks at an intersection, which we do have when a school crossing guard is present on duty.
When I'm doing my job crossing the children, when I'm in the middle of the street, the drivers have to stop and cannot proceed to go until I'm back on the sidewalk.
Prior to that, you had to give them half the roadway for both the pedestrian crossover and the school crossing guard. Now you have to give them the whole roadway until you may proceed. What is not affected by this is your classic crosswalk at an intersection with red lights where there's a stop and go sign for pedestrians. This does not apply to those intersections unless a school crossing guard is present.
Norma is pleased with the changes and hopes it will prompt drivers to slow down.
Yes, I am very happy about it, because everybody should be accountable for their own actions. It's time that the drivers are, and they need to wake up.
So as a professional, when you're approaching an intersection controlled by means of a traffic control system such as a stop sign or a yield sign, the vehicle in that case has the right of way. The pedestrian must wait until the vehicle is clear, and then the pedestrian would cross. Of course, if the pedestrian is already crossing the roadway, then they continue to have the control of that roadway because they were there first. But as opposed to who has to yield the right of way, under the bylaw of Sault Ste. Marie, the traffic bylaw 77-200, the pedestrian must yield right away to the vehicle.
There has been a lot of confusion around these changes and when they do or don't apply. The only change that affects us locally is when a crossing guard is present. But at the end of the day, at any intersection across the province, these changes are really just asking drivers to be polite on our roadways.
If I could say anything to drivers, is to constantly be aware of your surroundings. Be on the lookout for the pedestrians who may not see you. I always tell pedestrians to get eye contact with the drivers, and I same advice to drivers. When you see those pedestrians, make sure they do see you before you start to move forward. You may have the right of way, but maybe they don't see you, and to avoid a collision and somebody getting either killed or injured seriously or killed, develop that eye contact, take the extra step to ensure everybody's safe on the roadway.
For Go, Shaw TV, I'm Zoe Sanguinetti.